In the early 2000s, a global climate crisis emerged from humankind's disregard for the Earth and its natural systems. Scientists warned of an apocalypse the likes of which could eradicate human existence. The blaming began with the leaders of many powerful nations pointing fingers at each other. Eventually, war erupted, and deadly nuclear salvos fired from the biggest superpowers ravaged much of the Earth, destroying and irradiating large portions of its surface. Certain major cities survived, and from the ashes rose again. The survivors did what they could, utilizing the resources of a few very wealthy corporations to combat the climate crisis. For almost a century, civilization has survived, hobbled together with corporate governance and expanded to the few sections of the globe still viable for sustaining human life. Antarctica, once an inhospitable frozen tundra, has become one such bastion for human life. Colonized by a Scottish arms corporation called Militech, Pilatus Antarctica is a thriving metropolis of the future. Last time, on Roll Warriors, Soifeng-Ji battled numerous dangers in the net using their flashy and powerful Hellfire deck to cause untold damage. Meanwhile, Abel and Saul navigate Phoebe through the various halls and labs of Sahara to get her a place to remove their chips. All that is left for the former corporate pawns to do is remove their Phoenix chips and face off against the board of directors for Sahara, a group of the most politically important and financially successful individuals in Pilatus. Saul and Abel, you have now this piece of tech that this little spanner that Phoebe needs for her surgery. Saul, you also sabotaged that jetpack. So, like, in a indeterminate amount of time, like, it's gonna go off to kind of help you guys escape unnoticed. But Phoebe's got everything ready, and she says, all right, here's the moment of truth. Who's going under the knife first?
Like, Abel, why don't... Do you want to go first? Because I know you kind of have more of a burning desire to get this thing out of your head. I don't know how it'll affect me more, I think, truthfully.
Yeah, I guess this is the moment of truth, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, what do I need to do?
She kind of ushers you to this this chair. It's kind of like a dentist chair, and just helps you sit down. Says, I'm just going to, have you had brain surgery before?
Yeah, actually. And I'll like tap my chest and bring P-Brain out and have him kind of sit up on a shelf.
That's right. Yes, you have a control implant. Okay. So it'll be very similar to that. You're going to be conscious, because I'm going to have to, ask you a few questions from time to time to make sure that, everything's going fine and I haven't severed a nerve or fucked your entire hippocampus. So,
I mean, it's already pretty fucked, so.
We don't want slurred speech. We don't want blurry vision. We don't want, loss of control of your limbs. So that's basically the gist.
Yeah, that's fair.
And she's going to have you lay on your side and start start working.
And I'm going to have P-Brain record without... I'm not going to tell her, but I want P-Brain recording.
Yeah. So you can see how it's done. Sure, that's fine. And it's weirdly like there's a tingle, but you're not like feeling any pain. And it's weird because like Saul, you're watching this happen, and you can even see the recording of what P-Brain's seeing. Like she's cutting into the back of your head or the back of your neck, and you can't feel it. And she says, I've got a lot of years under my belt in terms of doing procedures. So, I'm going to be as gentle as I can and get this out quickly.
Saul is definitely like biting his lip the entire time, being like, is that supposed to go there? Is that supposed to be like that? Because he's just grossed out by it, but he will let, Phoebe do her thing.
Yeah, and she just, every now and then she'll ask you a periodic question, able to just kind of, it's like, hey, can you wiggle your finger? Can you, say this phrase? Okay, now say it backwards. How many, splotches are on this drawing? And you're doing fine. Like, there's no, you're not experiencing kind of any adverse reactions, or issues. And after about an hour, it's done. And she plops down a small chip. It's kind of it's red because it's covered in blood, into like a petri dish, and shows it to you. And she says, "There's your corporate sponsored personality for you."
Do I feel any different?
Do you?
Not that I can tell quite yet.
Yeah, I mean, this is a character decision, so
yeah,
I'm not going to tell you how you feel.
I'm going to snatch it up though. How big is it?
It's about the size of a thumbnail. Yeah, which is actually weird because this is you don't remember when Saul died. You don't remember like his chip was bigger, but that's because you had to pull the whole socket out, and so this is just this is the inner workings. That this is the brain of it, and all of the rest of that material has been left in your head. And she says this is the only thing that makes the Phoenix chip what it is. I can't remove the rest of it, because you'll die. It's a part of your spine now. It's a part of your nervous system now. As soon as it was installed, it became that. But it is, if you die, you die, and there's no restraints on your memories. There's nothing inhibiting you anymore. You are who you are.
So this little thumbnail, is it like backup Windows 98?
She'll laugh. She said, "Wow, I remember when Windows was a thing." It's kind of it's hard to describe the science in layman's terms. I'm sure that you're a smart person, but I wouldn't know where to begin. James, how you feeling? You ready?
He's also white faced, but he's like, Abel, do you feel weird or different or anything?
I mean, I feel pretty normal, but I don't know. Maybe tomorrow I'll wake up and I won't remember who I am.
Wait,
who the fuck knows? I basically don't even know if we're gonna wake up tomorrow. So at this point, I'm just
okay. Well, I gotta eat.
So if I die, you need to smash this under your boot, okay?
Okay, but I got a good test. Do you have ligma? Oh no, she's not telling me to go fuck myself. I think something's wrong.
Yeah, maybe the chips just made me more angry. But you know what, Saul?
Holy shit!
You can lick my balls.
Oh, thank God! Oh, I was so fucking scared for a minute there. Okay, All right. Okay. That gives me some confidence. I think I'm ready, Phoebes.
Okay. This might be a little bit more personal for me. It's kind of like I don't know. It's hard to explain, but it's kind of like you know, if your parents sell your old family home, it's kind of like that. You know, it's a place that I've been for years.
That's weird. Okay. Yeah. I guess I can. I don't really understand it because, like, wait, did I have like living parents back when we were like a thing?
No.
Okay.
I don't. Yeah, I don't remember. You like never really talked about your childhood much. I know that you had parents. Of course, everyone has parents. You know, just appear out of nowhere. But yeah, you never really talked about them. And I didn't ask, or I didn't pry.
Oh, okay. That's fine. I just wanted to make sure it wasn't some weird thing like, oh no, your parents are still alive somewhere, and it's just like this whole fabrication of this individual that was Saul, or maybe James, or fuck it. Let's just put the scalpel on me. Let's go. And Saul will just like sit down in the chair, and he'll start rolling up his sleeve, and be like, I don't know why I'm rolling my sleeves up. I just thought that was a thing. Okay.
All right, gonna get rid of the bottle. I'm the genie. This was my home and prison, and it's gone. It's going now, and she starts working, and same process, same kind of experience. You get to just about like the end of it. She's like sealing you up. And suddenly the lights go dark for a second, and then they cut back on, but they're not like the regular, you know, cool lighting of this room. They are red, and an alarm starts sounding throughout the laboratory.
Oh, fuck. Saul's gonna look over to Abel. Do you think that's what I think it means?
I'm gonna look over at out the door, see how everybody else is responding.
Everybody else looks like they are they're frantically kind of picking up their projects, putting away their tools, and vacating the room.
What about the guards from the door? Are they like ushering everybody out, coming in? What are they doing?
Yeah, they've got their guns kind of but like before they were kind of sitting off at their sides. They've got them in their hands now, like, you know, just kind of down at a resting position, but they're like ushering people out and giving instructions. It's hard to hear through the door. You know, specifically what's being said, but yeah, it looks like they're like kind of giving people instructions.
Oh shit.
Phoebe, you better hurry up. But, you know, take your time, but speed it up.
How the fuck are we gonna get out of here? We brought her.
Saul, don't move. Don't, like, you have a fucking gaping wound in your back of your head right now, man.
Oh, okay. When we're done, maybe look for another, like, outfit. Phoebe, can you take this spanner with you so we I'm sorry, I'm having a little bit of a headache right now. So that when we get out of here with Soy, we can do the same thing.
Yeah, I can grab what's absolutely necessary. It'll be maybe a little bit more risky if I don't have access to everything in this room, but I can do what I can.
Should we just try to hide and get Soy Fungi to come down here then?
Do we know what's going on?
I have no idea. Last time we contacted Soy Fungi, they just said that they were in the net.
You're in the net, and you're just there. You're in the data repository, which is like this just ginormous, expanse of shelves with files on them. And you get a little alert notification that says building lockdown in progress.
I just ignore it. So Fungi, this is basically the area where all of our files are, right? The information on us, and this is the hub.
This is everything. This is everything in Sahara.
Ooh, everything. Oh God. Okay. So Soy Fungi has just become very excited. Okay, Soy Fungi, first, what she wants to do is locate everything that Sahara has on her, Saul, and Abel, and kind of just download it.
Okay. Yeah, I can give you boilerplate because there might not be time to look at it later. Yeah, I mean, basically the file on Abel just runs through basically saying that they were surveying her as soon as she started to express an interest in Hayes and the Kennedys, and they had a file on her from when she was a part of the Kennedys, with her rap sheet and everything, and then just this is a person to watch. This is a person of interest. Recruit if possible. Yeah, and then they have after her recruitment, her test results and her scores in the preliminary phase of choosing people for the Phoenix chip. A similar thing for Saul. It makes no mention of him being somebody named James. There's surprisingly little on Saul. It just says that he arrived in Pilatus a couple of years back and works for Militech. It's got that all that paperwork he signed that Mrs. Blue made him sign, that with his conflict of interest stuff about being a Militech employee, and similar things, test results, all the nine. Kind of his basically his dossier, and then your file is extremely long. It's very, very large, filled with all of your combat missions, all of your cyber missions, and just constantly comparing you to the other candidates, Mr. Yellow's other operatives, and there's a psych evaluation in there. There's a performance review that your mom wrote. That's actually kind of generous. These were never words that she said to you or to your face. But in here it's it's almost, it's still cold, from a corporate standpoint, but they're the kindest words that you've actually probably ever heard from her.
Oh, wow. Okay. Soy Fungi feels something, but she doesn't know what she feels about that at the moment. She still has that gun ready to blast her, but this made her think twice about it. Okay. Soy Fungi is also going to download this information for herself, but replace the information about her on Sahara's servers with the information on with my Kaze's information.
Okay, so you just kind of copy paste my Kaze's file into for yours.
Yeah, so just in case some shit happens, I just want them to think Soy Fungi was my Kaze and died. So I'm going to do that. I'm also going to look. Is there separate information on James Because Sir Frenzy is curious.
Do you know his last name?
No. Okay, can she just download everything about anyone named James in Sahara and she could read it later?
Sure.
Okay, cool.
Sure, you can do that.
Also, what was that word? I forgot. It was that secret thing that, like, no one really knew about, but it was that word. I forgot the word. I want to look that up, too.
Is it Omega?
Omega, that was it. Yeah.
Yeah, you can download some files on Omega. It seems like it's all of this stuff. It's in a top secret file, but it is like talking about its capabilities as a weapon, and the kind of inner workings of how it operates. I mean, basically, it is a large scale nuclear EMP. We're talking like eliminates all tech and life forms in a area, and the payload can be changed to fit the target. But this is like if every corporation had this, they would, all life on Earth is over. All history of the human race is gone, aside from like the buildings and some structures.
Okay, is there any data on how to build it?
There's schematics, yeah.
Okay, taking them. Serpentry is downloading the schematics for herself and then deleting them from Sahara's servers. So she's about to do some sell to the highest bidder type shit. So, yeah, can I erase anything that Sahara has on Omega after downloading it?
Sure. Yeah, you can do that.
Cool. Secondly, Serpentry wants to download everything that Sahara has on Phoenix chips. Is this also like the control hub for the Phoenix chips? Like this is where
no,
it is controlled.
You can download the folder or the folders on the Phoenix chip program, and how they operate. That'll include schematics and everything. One thing that catches your eye is that they are all individually programmed by hand.
Interesting. So there is someone who made all these. Okay, Serpentry, who did it? Serpentry wants to know.
Well, I mean, originally, like the original creator is Phoebe White and James Ortega, but there isn't like it doesn't list like a continuing engineer.
Okay, I want all the information that Sahara has on Phoebe Ortega as well. I just feel like
Phoebe White.
Phoebe White, sorry. I feel like she's not being completely honest about some things, and so I just want to see what Sahara has on her.
Yeah, Phoebe White, daughter of Dr. White. Her, they've got like her transcripts from school. She got top marks. She's like, or was incredibly gifted and bright. They've got her medical records from when she contracted brain cancer. They've got all of like her kind of prototype designs and products, and there's a lot of stuff in here. Like it would take probably a week to just comb through all of the technology that she has created, and like her dissertations and her papers and everything like that. You don't see anything that pops out that's immediately like, oh, this bitch is sketchy as hell. Yeah. Okay, so I pocket the rest to like come through later. Also, I guess to give to her if she wants to remember who she was or some whatever. Okay, so I have all the schematics and stuff for the Phoenix chip as well. Is that enough to replicate it if I want to? I mean, you have the schematics, so with the right rare materials and manufacturing, you could make them. Yes.
Okay, so Soifenji has just made an immediate decision. Soifenji has decided that she kind of digs this pseudo immortality, and with this information, she's going to find help to build her own Phoenix network to allow herself to basically reincarnate if she's ever killed. and just download her mind into a new cybernetic body.
Interesting. Okay.
So, taking those schematics, again, deleting anything that everything about Phoenix chips from Sahara's data hub as well. Is there information in there on how to get to... Is there information on there how to get to or access the data hub that controls the Phoenix chips?
What I'm saying is there's no data hub that controls the Phoenix chips. They were all programmed manually.
Oh, individually, so they all have their own closed networks.
Yes. Well, it's not really a network. There's no software. It's all hardware.
Oh, okay. Oh, I had this diabolical plan to infect all the Phoenix chips. Oh, okay. I guess that won't work. Is there anything else that I should be looking for information on? Okay, so Saifunji sends a text message to Saul and Abel inside Sahara's main data software hub. Gathered a lot of interesting information. Is there any information that y'all want me to pull? Speak now or get the fuck out.
Yeah, I'm gonna message back and say wipe any info about B and Zemlin.
Alright, Saifunji responds affirmative.
Find out if there's like any info on what's her name? What do we have to do about and Saul's starting to have a headache because he's trying to remember things that have always given him headaches every time he thinks about them. And after a moment, look up Janet. Whoever Janet is, just Janet.
Saifunji responds affirmative. So Saifunji downloads everything she can on whoever Janet is.
Yeah, again, there's like a lot of Janets.
Saifunji downloads everything she can about every person named Janet, and they can come through it later. This is I'm really just like robbing a cradle right now, and I can get through it whenever. Also, Saifunji downloads everything she can on Zemlin as well, and then deletes everything about Abel, Zemlin, and Saul.
And B.
Thank you. Saifunji was also going to check and see if there was anything on B as well.
There's a very brief bit of information about her anecdotally, as a friend of Abel, and it has her home address, it has her place of employment, it has her college transcript, and I think the name of her therapist.
Saifunji downloads that for Abel and wipes everything on B. Saifunji, I think I have everything I need.
And a lot of shit you don't.
A lot of stuff I don't, but can come through later. Okay. Oh, wait. Sahara's bank information. I want information on their assets, if it is in here. Or is that somewhere else? Can I steal their money?
That's yeah. They've got it shelled through so many different places. You're not going to be able, like, you could take the money out of like their one account, but they've got accounts spread out so far that it's like it would be days and days and days of work.
Okay, that's fine. I still want to take something that'll at least make me rich. So, whatever I could take for that. And then...
Yeah, you can transfer probably about 10 million Eurobucks.
Okay, doing that. Cool.
It's like a discretionary fund or whatever.
Ooh, hush money. I'm taking all their hush money so they can't silence people. I dig it. Okay, can I just infect all this stuff? I just want to infect it all.
I mean, you're already doing it. You're not capable of controlling how much infection you are causing. It's just you're in the net, so shit is going haywire.
Oh, cool. Okay, so if all that stuff gets infected anyway. Okay, cool. Okay, I guess I'm ready.
The finale is officially here. It might take 6 or 7 episodes to cover the exciting conclusion of this cyberpunk story, but rest assured it will be well worth your time. Because of this momentous occasion, I will keep the ads brief. You know I could use your support on Patreon and social media, so if you have the funds, you can support us on Patreon at patreon.com/roll_warriors. $5 a month is all it takes to get you that sweet bonus content. Liking the episodes on Podbean, following us on Twitter, and spreading the word about our cool show to your friends and family are all quick and easy ways to help us out. Alright, like I said before, brief. Enjoy the rest of the episode. Yeah, there's still this alarm going off. Phoebe hands you a Petri dish with a little blood-covered chip.
Oh, that's really fucking
there
gross.
It is.
So I'll just put into his pocket.
What's with you guys in keeping these things?
I don't know. I feel kind of weird, guys. I feel really fuzzy. Does that make sense?
Good fuzzy or bad fuzzy?
Velveteen.
Okay.
Well, that's fine.
I just want to make sure
yeah,
there's no brain
that's
damage.
Yeah, you could be like a fucking velveteen rabbit.
So,
That's cute.
when you say that, Saul will start thinking about the Velveteen Rabbit, and instead he will have a crescendoing effect of you ever have a dream where you're falling, and you wake up feeling like you were falling? That's
I hate that, and I wake up and freak out.
That is how he's feeling right now as he's walking. Nothing has happened to him visually yet, but that's definitely how he feels body-wise. And he can't quite put a finger on why.
Surfer, she's kind of feeling herself right now, so she sends a petty messages to Abel and Saul asking, did they have their Phoenix chips removed yet?
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna just message back, a girl never kisses and tells.
Okay, well, Surfer is going to respond, well, if you did, then are you still you?
Saul is definitely going to just text back oh yeah, it was really quick. No hesitation, just yeah.
Alright, Surfer responds, are you still you? Was your entire being a program?
I think so.
You feel a huge rumble in the room that you're in. There's a loud boom. It's kind of muffled, but there's a loud boom. And you feel the building
fuck,
shake.
that's the fucking jetpack shit. Oh god, we gotta get the fuck out of here. That's gonna fill the room with noxious gases in the next 40 minutes if it hasn't killed 2 people already. Oh boy, we gotta go.
Well, shit. Alright.
I'm guessing Surfer didn't feel that because she's in the net, right?
I mean, your meat body did, but I don't know how aware of things you are right now because you're just giddy and skipping through fields of files.
Right, I'm so excited. I'm a brand new bitch. I'm rich. I got blackmail information. I got schematics for weapons of mass destruction that I'm about to sell to the highest bidder. I'm about to be immortal. I'm excited.
Damn, our girl's going fucking crazy with power.
All right, but yeah, as soon as you leave this little lab room, you can hear the announcements going over the speakers, and it says building lockdown in place. Please return to quarantine positions. And you look over, and the jetpack's fine.
The fuck?
Quarantine positions. So, Phoebe, do you know anything about that?
That sounds like the building is going into complete lockdown. I'm guessing everybody evacuated to the shelter.
What shelter?
There's a shelter in the
sub-level 3. You just gotta go past the cafeteria. What?
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 Saul. Okay. Hey, stick with me. Should we go follow the crowd, or should we get the fuck out of here?
I think we could get out of here, but
what is going on sub-level 3?
It's a large quarantine chamber. It's like a safety bunker.
Well, what do you mean get out of here? The building's locked down. The only way out of here
you should
is
be
through
able
the
to
roof.
shut down the lockdown sequence, though, right? She's...
Saul.
No.
What did you do to that fucking jetpack?
I tinkered with it. It'll go off in the next half hour or so. It was there to...
Okay, undo it.
Okay,
go
fine.
undo it.
Saul's gonna run over to it. He's gonna stagger over to it. Rather, he feels like he's running, but you guys definitely see it. He's like kind of drunk jogging, and when he gets to it, he's gonna put both hands on it and just try to, I guess, patch up the tampering that he's done to it so far.
Okay.
And while he's doing that, I'm looking for a second jetpack.
There is unfortunately no second jetpack. I'm going to give you a -2 to your
For sure,
jury rig roll because you are under extreme stress.
Okay. All right, 9 + 10 - 2. That's a 17 altogether.
You cannot, for the life of you, remember which cable you unplugged and where it's supposed to go. Oh
yeah, Saul is very much like fucked up, and he's just like slamming cables and like pipes and shit, whatever he can. He's thinking about it, and he just grabs some tape and fucking.
I'm gonna come over and just like grabbing Saul. Hey, look at me. Hey, what's my name?
Janet.
No. No, Saul. Jesus fucking Christ, Phoebe, what did you do to him?
I don't know. I don't know why he's responding like this.
Abel, why are you grabbing me? What's up? What's going on?
You're glitching. Hey, look at me. Take a deep breath. Okay. If the only way up is either up or down, and we're not going to go down with all the people with the guns.
Yeah, that's what I figured. I thought we were going to go.
Okay, so I need you to get your shit together.
Why are you going to fix a jetpack? Well, we can just.
Okay.
We can go to the auto lift.
Hey.
That's where all the that's where the
auto lift?
The hangar up on floor 14. That's where all the executives keep their.
No, okay, I've explained the building is way higher than 14
42
floors.
Give me a semi-high.
The executive floors are floors 47 through 50, and there is a helicarrier landing
Okay.
on the roof. So that'd be 51.
51 is where.
Okay,
where they keep the hover cars.
At least disable whatever bomb you did to this.
I'm trying. I'm trying.
Reverse
Stop yelling at Janet. Cut it out. Fuck! Don't yell at me anymore. I'm under extreme stress here. I'm trying to do what you told me to do. I can't make another bomb.
I don't want you to make another bomb. Anti-bomb. D-bomb.
I told you,
bomb.
I've already been working on the schematics for like a year and a half.
Hey, James, focus up. Focus up. We are in a building that has gone into lockdown. All exterior doors and windows are shuttered. The only way out is through the roof. We have to get to the executive floors, and we have to get out of here. There should be a helicarrier on the roof, unless the executives have used it already. I don't know why the building's gone into lockdown, and it can't be shut down. It goes through a 24-hour sequence, okay? The only way out is up.
Okay.
Focus.
Okay. All right. Okay, I got it.
Okay, I'm gonna grab, really gently take one of the cords out of Saul's hands. Say, okay, you just pulled this.
Yeah.
From this spot. Does it need to go back to this spot, or does it need to go to another spot?
I got a better idea. Saul's just gonna take the fucking jetpack and put it on his back. Let's go up to the top floor. We see a doorway. We just go through. All right.
Man, Phoebe, you picked a good day to be alive again.
Hopefully it doesn't end in, the next hour and a half.
Yeah, let's aim high, miss low, yeah?
So everything that Phoebe just said about the lockdown procedures is accurate. So, it's once it's been activated, it will not deactivate for 24 hours. There is no off button. The all exterior doors and windows have been sealed by a pretty strong, like bomb-proof shutters, and almost everybody that's not like security personnel has evacuated down to the sublevel to, be in a bunker, not die. But you don't know why the building is in lockdown.
So our friend G sends a text message. Maybe Sahara's about to hit Sahara with Omega. Maybe they know we're here and they're just trying to take us all out. Fuck the casualties.
I cannot right now. I'm just trying to shuffle Phoebe and Saul up to a stairwell, and I'll say to Phoebe, do you know what Omega is?
Yes, I do. It's one of the reasons why James tried to... Well, we had a lot of projects going at the same time, but Omega was the one that we were the most afraid of, just because of the capabilities of it, the ramifications, the potential end of all life as we know it. And once it became apparent that this was like right at the end of a pretty bad, like a skirmish between corporations, and Sahara was fairly serious about launching it on somebody. At the time, I think it might have been Wallcorp, but we jettisoned the files, James and I, one night, and kind of hid them in our old research facility. So I don't know how they got their hands on it again. So,
in layman's terms, what's the likelihood we're going to die today?
It's quickly jumping up. In layman's terms, I don't know. They wouldn't put the building in lockdown if they were going to blow it up. That seems unlikely. What seems more likely is that somebody else is attacking the building, and Sahara is trying to retaliate.
Jesus fuck, is this Popper? Saul? Well, as Saul is having an emotional breakdown, I'm just going to continue trying to shuffle us up to the next floor.
So you guys are really taking the stairs?
I mean, I would assume that if it's a lockdown and the elevator's not working.
Oh, no, the elevator's working.
Oh.
It's just, it's most of the people that are using the elevator are going down. You would, put it this way, you wouldn't want people working on the 46th floor to have to take the stairs all the way down to the sub level if there was like a serious threat. It's going to take them like 45 minutes.
Okay, well, I guess we'll have an argument next to the elevator for like 30 seconds, and then Phoebe will win the argument and load us up all into an elevator.
Okay. Yeah, you enter the elevator. You happen to grab an empty one. This elevator only goes up to the 46th floor.
Man, what is it with these fucking rich people and their fucking individual elevators?
Right. Does it require like key code access?
Phoebe says no. This elevator's the employee elevator. We have to get to the 46th floor and then badge into a special elevator, an executive elevator, to take us up further.
Yeah, these people are just extra. This is just extra.
Yeah, well, I think, they don't want people just roaming the building and able to interrupt them in their meetings, or there's also always the risk that somebody will try to kill an executive, and this whole security measure kind of helps prevent that. Just disappointing because I wouldn't mind. I wouldn't mind going straight up to the 50th floor and giving them a piece of my mind.
Kind of like how you just took out a piece of ours.
I was waiting for that, Abel.
Ha!
Yeah, it would be funny if Saul was frothing at the mouth right now.
Yeah, I hope he's okay. And she's gonna kind of snap her fingers in front of his eyes for a second and shake him a little bit. And she says, "This doesn't look like brain damage. I did everything right. He shouldn't be acting like this."
Maybe he's just traumatized in general.
That's possible. There's a lot about James that I didn't know. I mean, we were in a committed relationship for 5 years, and the most I knew about the guy's personal or early life is that he rode a red school bus to school every day. That's and he had a friend named Tommy in 10th grade. That's all I can really remember him telling me.
Did he have a friend named Janet?
No, that's I think he's referring to Janet Mana, the patient that we lost when we were first testing the Phoenix program.
Why would he be arguing with her?
That I don't know. The elevator is going up, and it gets to the
Sir Fungi responds status update.
It stops on the 33rd floor, and the doors open, and Chacha Ibrahim is standing in front of the doors, looking at his watch, waiting for the elevator to come in. And then he sees the doors open, and he looks you dead in the eyes, Abel, and goes, "Oh, goody. Pray."